Hey, this is gonna be an update on the homestead nursery. What's going on, what's working, what's not. We have failures, we have some things that's looking pretty good. We are early June, so crimson clover field, it's already went past, way past its prime. I'm gonna go ahead and leaving it, and then I'm gonna start chopping it, and I'll start drop it on the ground, use it for like a mulch, and then I'm letting it go to seed, and we'll see if it reseeds for next year. So then we're talking, we'll wade through here. You've seen my videos on tobacco. This is the tobacco we planted. We'll go down and look at a few of them here. And we was going to take this and use it for mulch, start chopping it and dropping it. I have not started doing that yet, but now would be the time for me to do it, and it'll start looking like that. This is a burley tobacco. It's coming along. It's probably 6 or 8 inches tall. This is burley. I messed up right here. I never even noticed it. I got 2 plants in one. It was in one cup, and then see how much shorter it is. So we're gonna pinch off one. I'm gonna pinch off this one. It's gonna pinch it off right there. Try to anyway. There you go. We'll see if that helps that out. Believe that something took a bite off that tobacco. That'd be pretty rough. That's Virginia. Virginia. And I'm not sure down through here. We probably got some Shirley. So I think they're coming along all right. Probably my most hardiest looking one there. I think it's a foot tall. Let's see what it is. That's a Shirley. I got to get everything marked. And then I got to have a few planted separate so I can collect seed. That way they're for sure seeds. So this is in the front, little field with the crimson clover. And then on the other side of here, I got some elderberries started down through there. They're doing all right. I got to plant some more. This little field I just mowed off. It had a bunch of alfalfa, cowpeas, and this is my little garlic stand, which I pretty much didn't do a very good job of it this year. So I tried to plant them in the cowpeas. You can see the peas put on. I thought it'd help the nitrogen, but I didn't drop the cowpea like I should have for a mulch. And they're doing okay. They're just, this is June, they still got a ways to go. And I'm gonna try to use all that seed to plant this little field to like that shovel there, down to where that little tree's down. And then hopefully next year I'll be able to sell a little garlic. And this time when I plant it, I'm gonna mulch it real good. And then we'll look at the, we did a few, what do you call it? This is my orchard. This is a row orchard, I'm gonna call it, as in for fruit trees. And let's get down to one end of it here. That's maple tree. So I'm running chickens in it right now, up and down the lanes. So there'll be a lane next to the driveway of trees, another lane, a lane down through here. I'll probably end up doing another lane of trees. Here's one we just planted. I forget the name of it. Some kind of ultra something. And I did a video on planting this tree here, this little mulched in area. This will be all gilded trees. As you can see, I'm down through here, like bam, bam, bam. And then down through here, we'll have trees. This is a new row I'm starting. It's actually going to go right down through here. The maple will eventually get chopped. I'm probably going to actually pollard it. I've been playing with that a little bit. I really like it. Then kind of go down where that stake is. And I got a couple pear trees left and another apple tree to plant. And then at the end of the rows, that's north, I'm going to plant a couple persimmon trees at the end of each row, I think, to make, they're tall. They're going to be tall, so to keep from shading my little orchard here. I'm going to continue it over to this mowed grass area. This is a goat pasture. You guys see my goats, I'm sure. I'm actually moving this pasture west a little bit, and I'm going to restring that fence up. So let's go back and look at our grocery growing area where my guild is. So I'm in this grocery, I call it grocery food forest area. This is a little orchard with gonna have a bunch of berries and such in there, herbs, and my dog house for my little pups in here. They're guarding everything and digging everything up. But this cherry tree, so I try to put flags where I put a little something, little young mullein. Try to get a bit better shot here. Garlic around my tree to help it. I've got some just coming on little ground cover, raspberries. There's Anna ground cover. Of course, we got the comfrey going on. We always have, I try to have comfrey next to everything. So these are new, so I've had setbacks, you know. I mean, my little ground cover ain't growing as good as I want it, and my little pear tree is, I think it's a pear tree. Hang on. Yeah, it's a summer crisp pear tree. It looks like it could be doing some struggling. We've been dry, so everything's kind of on hold here. We're not really doing real good. I got heavy rabbit issues. This blueberry has been eat and eat. My little gooseberry, he's struggling there. Another low bush blueberry in here. It's not doing much. We're gonna get a little bit of sulfur, I think I put on that dude. Got an apple. And buckwheat coming up next to my, they're not looking real good neither. Little ground covers. I'm gonna do some doctoring on them. We got a little guild here. We got broccoli. Trying to put broccoli in, different foods in with my guilds. My next step, there'll be a video on that. I'm planting sweet potatoes in here too to kind of get some ground cover going. Of course, got my comfrey. I love the garlic. That's the same garlic I'm growing out in the field. We got little gooseberry. Gotta get that mulched around and stuff. Cherry tree, comfrey, garlic, Jerusalem artichokes. I'm gonna do a video on that Jerusalem artichokes, on some of the stuff that they're good for. So they're good for eating, good for chopping and dropping. They're good for, we're gonna make some pesticides out of this. I haven't did it yet, but we're gonna see what works and what don't. Back to the comfrey, young comfrey. I just got sporadic broccoli coming up. Apple tree, been doing good. Another young apple tree with the comfrey. Got young comfrey coming up all down through there. That's gonna be so I can sell some of that. Okay, let's get into something that didn't work. For sure didn't. Well, we'll see how it still comes out. So I planted crimson clover with my tomatoes. Let's see, yeah, with my tomatoes. and they started outgrowing my tomatoes. So I just came in, chopped them, clover, or yeah, the crimson clover and some of the, and I'm probably gonna chop some more, but it started out competing my tomato plants. So what I'm gonna do here is, I think it was a good thing to put in there, but I should have not let it. I didn't do this one so I can show you. So I shouldn't have let this get out of control on my tomatoes, as you can see there. So I just come in, just kind of, I should chop it a little bit better, but I'm pulling it and dropping it right there. It doesn't make a mulch around my tomato, and maybe in the end it will help it, because they're holding a lot of moisture, and you can just feel the really feel the buckwheat. It really feels good. So we'll have to see how them turn out like that. Experiment with a little bit of sunflowers in my guilds, just to kind of see if I like it or not, the trees like it or not. And this one here is pretty, these are new, so hopefully in the end of the year we'll get some good growing. Next year I hope we don't even recognize the place as in it, how it's growed. But my garlic's growing good in here. I mean, it's got good size to it. And then got I believe that's a Honeycrisp little whip, I guess you call it. It's probably 3 or 4 feet tall though. And then of course I got my comfrey just starting to come up there. Oh, and here got my ground cover raspberries. I'm really pushing these things. I really want them to happen. I'm starting to, as these start growing, I need to bring some more wood chips in. As you can see, as stuff starts growing here, I'm very interested in bringing things in these permaculture type guilds. Something with wood, with fungus on it, places for bugs to be in. I'm gonna bring in rocks and pile up rocks for maybe different kinds of predators to hide in. And we'll just see how that works out. A little bit mullein. My ground cover raspberries, I did in there where I chopped it. They're still in there somewhere. What kind of tree I got here? I got tagged somewhere here, but an apple, I know it, but I don't know what the name of it is. A lot of garlic, young comfrey again. Kind of same thing going on here. Young comfrey, garlic. I really like the garlic, obviously. Got my Jerusalem artichoke. Oh yeah, something I'm really interested in. It's just coming up, so it's trying to get it fluffed up there a little bit. It's yarrow. I'm really liking the looks of yarrow. Comfrey. The comfrey doing great. I think a quick tip on the comfrey thing here. You see the apple tree getting kind of pushed around here by this comfrey? I planted it right up against, am I too close? I planted it right up against this apple tree, and then when I harvest my comfrey root, I may start digging into my apple roots. So I'm not saying planting it right next to the apple tree is bad. I'm saying if you plant it next to the apple tree, use it for a chop and drop mulch for your so it brings up the nutrient and lets it feed back down into the soil for your trees and other bushes. But when you want to harvest your comfrey root, you need to be away from your apple tree, like that little one there. So that's about a half a shovel away. Then this is going to be basically what I'm going to harvest the roots for. And then the ones closer to the tree, you start digging into your roots, and I just ain't what we want to do. So I just want to give a quick little what's going on the farm right here, what's going on, what's not. That real real dry snap there, it was rough on stuff. So I should have watered more, but I have a limited water supply, so we'll see what's tough and what's not. And we're not gonna baby a whole lot, but I think you need to get in there and at least get the roots established on these trees and stuff before you let them get thrown to the wolves there. So got a couple water catchments I just put in. So that's what's going on the homestead nursery. This is a food plant nursery Brookville. I'm on a combination with this Snell Creek Homestead channel, and we'll try to see if I can get these things merged together at some point in time. Let's keep growing that food.